And there we are. Welcome, guys. Okay, welcome everyone. BPC is there, and we are getting ready for the 4th season of the Blitz Premier Cup. To those of you who might be unfamiliar with this tournament, 4th season, as the title already says, and as I just said, it is a community tournament organized by a couple of people, including myself, and we are not like directly related to Wargaming, not affiliated to them. So we are just creating this tournament on our own. I'm participating for like 2 seasons right now, I think 2 seasons or 3. Or maybe 3 seasons ago I was still playing. Might be. Well, anyways, this is like the only big community tournament that is out there at all, and therefore I'm proud to be part of it. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for some exciting games that are awaiting us here. We will have like most of the top 8 teams of the EU server, and also a few more, because there will be 12 teams in total in this tournament. And today is the qualification for that, because the last 2 were quite uncertain. It was not entirely sure which teams were capable of playing there. So we decided to go for a wildcard tournament where 4 teams are competing for the remaining 2 places of the top 12 that are eventually ending up in the actual tournament. That is what we are going to see today. Also the group or the map draw of the upcoming tournament then. Map and group draw? I am not sure. I think both. Oh, hey, I'm late. And we are already heading into the first game. I will keep talking about everything that is everything else after that. I see there is some issue. Can we have game sound as well recorded? I'm not entirely sure if you are able to hear the game sound right now or not. Doesn't show clearly to me, but okay. Let's move up here and see what's going to happen. So we've got Jokes versus Dennett here. And Jokes already quite aggressive in the middle of the map, taking that B cap early on, which is often a game-winning move if you get away with that and don't lose too many hit points. I'm still a little bit sick. I notice I must not shout. I must not speak too loudly, otherwise I will not have my voice back before the actual tournament starts. Jokes actually with a very solid move here. Just sneakily getting that B cap at the start, and also the Vicar surprisingly lost a ton of hit points. I have not seen that happening. And that might be huge already to the Jokes team. They have double cap pressure. They do have the hit point advantage. They do have very strong positions here. And are able to just take the advantage of their double caps and just let the time play for them. Only weak spot that I would be seeing is a Sheridan here, which of course can spot and outrun a potential push. But I am not 100% sure how safe Jokes would be if Zenit pushed in here, because these types would be rather isolated. They do have some guys behind them, but if Zenit decided to push onto them, they would be able to kill them quite safely. And that seems to not be happening. TK Morira, I think he's the caller of the Zenit team, is getting aggressive. They're taking a big shot for that, has found the Sheridan and many other tanks. Meanwhile, Zenit is also going in towards the C cap over here. They will retake the base C, and then Jokes will be trapped in a very little pocket of the map here. They are all in the middle here, and it will be absolutely crucial here. Super important for Jokes to counter push and get out of this misery. But El Polaco is currently getting focus hard, not going down too soon, yet he still has a ton of hit points. And Jokes is slowly moving up. There goes the first one. But also on the side of Zenit, the first kill has to be suffered from. Jokes here moving up now. And Itavix in focus, down on the hit points. Not looking too great for Zenit. The push seemed promising, but now they are down on hit points, down on tanks as well. Are they actually? Yeah, they are. They are down on tanks, 3 versus 5 at this point. And this push did not work out at all. It looked like a really good option. It actually did. Just sending in the type as a bait. Maybe the type was a bit too aggressive there. As he pushed in deep into the enemy spawn and got focused so hard that he did not give his teammates too much time. Just judging from my point of view, it seemed like Jokes was a bit slow on the counter push. But it eventually worked out perfectly fine. Oh, yeah, Captain. Still wanted to switch over. I have to turn off my FN buttons so that I can, my function buttons, so I can switch around from tank to tank. Stream title Leo 1 deep. Oh man. Why? Well, I will just give me a second. Give me a second. I will just fix that. I've had that recently already. I deleted the old stream even. Oh man. How? And I set up everything here with the new stream. All this restreaming thing doesn't work too well then. Okay, just gotta quickly do that. Did you have game sound? Did you guys have game sound? That would be important to know right now. Although it's not that important. PPC4, put that on the title, and a thumbnail, please. Yes, thanks. Yay! Nah. Hell. Okay, it's working now. I guess. But thanks for telling me. Tech Nido. I don't know if it's if you were trying to make us think of Tech 9. Actually, I really loved that rapper back then when I was still listening to rap. I'm not really anymore. It was maybe a subconscious inspiration to the name, but that was not actually the goal. So let's go for the next one. Look at the ping. Luckily, that number is not correct. Well, that's 1-0 to Jokes, and Zenit will have to focus a bit more. It is best of 5, by the way. And there are 6 games in total. No, not 6 games in total. 3 games in total today. 3 encounters, and each of them best of 5. So that's the 2 teams who have won 2 of these encounters will then head into the main tournament. So we will see all of the teams today still. Just one of those teams twice. Zenit kind of trying the same thing as Jokes did last game, but not really having committed that much to the middle here. Wrong stream title on Twitch as well. Yeah, okay, I got to fix that then. Got to fix that. Zenit currently with the cap advantage. Jokes is about 50 points behind, meaning they would need 2 kills in order to get back. On YouTube it's okay. No, yeah, I just fixed it on YouTube. But on... I actually... Like, this restream thing... You set up this event for the stream, and it should be working then. But last time it didn't. I noticed there were still some older events saved. So I deleted the old events. But that was not enough. Not much happening here on the game right now, right? I mean, people are just standing around and don't really know what to do. Maybe they are just waiting, but the Yo is in a lot of trouble here. He's getting shot from the middle, from the left side, and he should not be peeking out anymore because he doesn't have the best armor. He should really be waiting for the IS-4 to potentially move into the B cap. I wonder what Jokes has in mind here. Are they really going to... I think they plan to wait a bit and now move into B to just cap B, maybe kill the IS-4. Probably they just want the cap. And just raid it out then while covering the B cap here. The IS-4 will certainly try again to decap, does not manage to decap, and there comes a push here from Jokes onto the IS-4, which is kind of isolated, does not have too much backup. If we are looking around here, the IS-4 is going down quite easily here for the Jokes team. 1 kill for Jokes. They do have double caps now, but also Jokes lost their Yo, which was already lower on hit points. Zenit did not hesitate to counter push and actually doing the right move here to just stop the B cap straight away. And Jokes will have to kind of stop that from happening. They can potentially take out WoTB quite soon. Venue will be able to do so if he does not bounce. But also it is super important for Jokes to stop Zenit from taking base B. And it's looking good for them. They 965 points, 1k points on the clock. Good win here for Jokes. Just pushing forwards, not just playing for the cap as I was thinking for a second was really working out quite well here for the Zenit team. Jokes team, sorry. Jokes performing strong right now. They are showing some good performance here so far. Let me just quickly fix a damn stream title. Man. Okay, I did not even open Twitch because it didn't seem to be relevant. Stream manager, come on. And BPC4. Good. Unfortunately, we also do not have the stream link on Discord. Stream links. Where is it? All right. Now everything should be fixed. And I will talk about the tournament a bit more right after the next game. And tell you what this is all about, because most of you probably have not been here at the start of the stream yet. And yeah, Jokes, Zenit, as well as two more teams, namely Cash and, oh man, I'm 100% prepared. There was a fourth team. The fourth team is LNC Lunatic, a new team. And those four teams will be trying their best to get into the main tournament, which is starting on Monday then. You will be able to find all the information on the Discord server as well. The Discord server is linked down in the description on YouTube. You can see that in the stream description. All the information relevant to this tournament, and also we're heading into the next game. Let's focus on that one first. Although I don't know why I think there is no game sound for you, right? There is no game sound for you. Huh. Well, okay. Betcha. Oh, Sheridan. What was that? Oh, man. What was he trying to achieve there? I think he was trying to spot, but Zenit moving to A with like almost all of their team. But Jokes is not hesitating. Look at that, Sheridan got killed already. Oh, Sheridan could have stayed though. But Jokes does not hesitate here to counter push onto the type, but they are not moving as a team right now. They seem to be caught off guard and do seem to hesitate too much now. They do not move as a team here. Mazikota is moving in alone, putting himself into an isolated position, although it should have been Harry Watt who should have been focused here from Jokes, but they were just too afraid to move in here with everyone to shout, and also too afraid to stay in position to just survive a little bit longer. Try to run away. I would have died otherwise. But damn. There goes El Polaco. I like that name. TK Marira, the first one to go down on Zenit's side. But that's not going to win the game for Jokes here. They have done a horrible start here on this game. Although having dominated the previous two ones. But here they are clearly clearly not in their top form. And this is not working out for them. They are only having 2 tanks left here. I'm still trying to fight, but let's be honest, there's nothing that I can do. I was already lost at the start. I cannot say anything else. Sheridan spotting in a super risky position and getting punished for that, as it could be expected. I would say it was super aggressive what the Sheridan has done there. And it was absolutely not working out. Also, then the push from Jokes, almost good actually. They had an isolated type in front of them, and if they really committed to it with everyone, if like they all went for it, it would have actually been a nice move. They could just push in and kill the type that was alone while all others were still on the other side of the map, but Jokes was also a bit split up for that. But it would have potentially been a nice move to just turn around the situation in their favor, as they suffered from losing the Sheridan early on. So they could have come back immediately, actually, in this situation. If they really committed to it, if they were really all going in, that was not happening, though. It was not really happening. They just all hesitated. And I mean, they played for their own hit points in this situation here, and not for trying to save their teammates. Sometimes, of course, it is worth it to just pull back once you notice, okay, someone is going to die and we can absolutely not save him anymore. But in this situation, I think it was about time to just go all in. Just playing with 6 or 5 tanks versus 7, it's useless. You can do it, of course, but if you're having an option to push, then go for it. Make sure you take out one gun quickly, and then hopefully you are in a position that is slightly better for you. Maybe in a 6v6. I do not get why the game sound is not working, but okay, never mind. I think it's got to do with a application recording beta version. Alright, we've got Jokes going for C here with most tanks, which is rather uncommon from the north spawn of this map. Reaction this time rather staying in spawn instead of YOLOing like on the last game with the Sheridan. Quick cap advantage here to Jokes. Zenit does also soon have a cap on their hands, but yeah. That's still 40 points less. More than 1 kill. They would have to kill 1, stop the base at least to win the game. But mostly it's about kills, right? Zenit is going for a push. They have probably some boosted confidence now. After the last win. Jokes is still only 1 win away from winning this first encounter. Zenit still needs 2 more wins. But of course, they are close to tiebreaker right now. Does the smoke even move? Nope. Smoke is as frozen as the strategy of those teams right now. nothing happening here. People have collected some information, but they can really not collect too much info, as everyone's just fairly well hidden. But I think, well, Zenit is going for lots and lots of map control here. They could... Oh, what is this? Sorry. Hopefully I'm healthy enough before the actual tournament. Healthy again, I mean. Yeah, Zenit relocating, which is a good idea, as they were spotted with most tanks. But they are just constantly getting spotted here and just giving it away their positions. I think they should rather just reposition with all their team, try to push in on one side and get a few kills. That's what top teams usually would do. They have put in some thought into this positioning, though. If you are seeing the map here, there comes a little rotation. But if you are seeing the map, then you do notice, yeah, they have good crossfire from everywhere, basically. But if that is enough, that's the question. Sheridan taking one hit here, just a little bit of damage here to him. The others are just all hiding. Zenit not in position to go for a push yet. Piotr Damage Farmer in the back there in his F3-215B in a farming position but not having any targets. Probably waiting for this type to peek out a little bit further. Oh, wrong button. Does not seem to be happening here. He is trying to decap base B now. That's the play of Zenit. Going for the crossfire from lots of different positions and then try to take B. But they are also isolating two tanks here in the enemy spawn that is getting counter-pushed by Jokes. And this might be a huge play. This might be it for Jokes. This could be the win already. They're chasing these types here. The reaction is really good here on Joke's side. Zenit was just splitting up far too much here. And both teams have lost the one tank, but WoTB is about to go down as well. And then it is looking a lot better for Jokes, who will have the caps quite soon. 990 points for Jokes, but all caps are taken back from the Zenit team. Yet it will only require one kill here. Potentially off the FV, but the Sheridan put himself into... Oh, the Sheridan misplayed here. Who won? No, the FV died first. And then it was the Sheridan. The Sheridan just rushed in for this one shot. Almost died for that. Or he did die eventually. But just so close. His teammate saved him. He was almost gone. They almost lost the game to the Jokes team. What a close game, really. But guys, camping, yeah. Well, that's the first win to Jokes. And Zenit here not winning with their map control strategy. As they were just daring to go too far without really getting anywhere. All right. That was the first game here of Jokes versus Zenit. Second one will be second one will be, don't let me lie. Let me just find that real quick. Fixture number 2, starting in 15 minutes. We will see LNC versus Jokes. Nice. I'm happy to see Jokes for a second time here. They did some nice games here. Apart from one little mistake that was looking pretty solid. Maybe I can just quickly fix a game sound. Let me see. Also, we will still have a map draw. Actually, between first and... Okay. Map draw first. Hi. Yeah, great to be here. How are you doing? Okay. It was some pretty interesting good start here. Zenit and Jokes. I'm constantly tempted to say Jones, but Jokes. They did some really solid gameplay, a little bit patient, and Zenit rather went for a lot of map control, which eventually did cause them to lose the games. But it was mostly looking pretty solid and pretty promising. Oh. Yeah, I'm happy to see LNC versus Jokes next to them. And that will probably be interesting. I think Jokes is already strong contestant for the top 12 for the main tournament there. But we have to see the others as well. Just finished the first fixture, and that was already pretty nice to see. A little bit patient sometimes, I've got to say. It was a little bit much of standing off and staring off each other. Teams did not die from just staring each other down, but eventually there were still some very solid pushes and solid strategies involved. I am doing that. I think I thought as you were the pro on that. I would be happy if you did it because I have never done it, and yeah. Yeah, All right, you need a minute. So, by the way, someone's asking on the chat right now, when's the next match? Next match is going to happen in about 15 minutes, and just a bit less than that. But yeah, the BPC tournament, most of you probably have not heard about it yet. Maybe you have. BPC tournament is a community organized tournament by the crew, we call us, our group of organizers here. And we have done this 4 times in total. Jack, Wild One's helper, who I'm talking with right now, has started this initially together with a few more people. And I just joined in like 2 seasons ago. I'm not entirely sure. And well, BBC is basically the most successful community tournament out there, and it's just on the EU server only so far. And yeah, last seasons we had some really strong tournaments with the top 8 teams. Or have we always had 12 teams on this tournament? Okay. So yeah, this is a little bit of a in between the pro seasons of the official tournaments tourney here that we are holding. And as this is a community tournament, there is just a little bit of help from Wargaming in that regard, that the winners will get a bit of gold still. Otherwise, it is only completely financed by players and community members. And therefore, I would also kindly ask you to maybe have a little bit of a donation for the prize pool, if you will. We would be greatly appreciated. There will be information, or there is information down below in the stream information, in the description, a link for PayPal and also for the Discord server. If you want to stay tuned about all the tournaments, you will be able to just find all the information necessary or relevant on the Discord server, on all of the channels there. It's quite a big Discord server, especially for me, as I'm having so many different channels there as a crew member. But I think for the actual members, it's a little bit easier to understand, and there is all you need to know about the format. You will find all the stream links, because this tournament is going to be streamed on multiple different YouTube and Twitch channels, so that we are able to cover all of the games that we are having here. We also have multiple different languages. So far we referred German, English, of course, Italian this time for the first time, Spanish as well with Robert. And the Italian streamer is Manu, by the way. For German, we have old school Patrick, old school from Raid to this time as well, streaming right now also. And accent Polish also good. And then yeah, we do have some more well-known streamers on this tournament as well. I think last time we did the finals with Rolling Swarm, and myself, Rolling, did the main commentary there. And this is basically the BPC tournament, just starting on Monday. We'll be going for 1 whole week, just 1 day of break, and 6 days of tournament there. Not all teams will have to play the entire tournament, because it is a very refined tournament format that we can only thank Wild One's helper for. Maybe maybe I can quickly show that here. Of course, I'm well prepared and don't have that on screen. It wouldn't even be visible on Jack's stream. There are 3 stages to this tournament. And stage number 1 is group stage, 2 groups of 6 teams each. Each one will play. Okay, good, but not on mine. I can still talk people through. Each team will be able to play, like, they are playing a best of 5, 3 games. There will be a ranking for each group, and the best 4 teams will just, or the best 2 teams of each group will head directly to stage 3, which is the final stage. The others will still, like the third and fourth of each stage of each group, will still be able to fight further in the stage 2. And this tournament format is set up in a way that it is very hard to drop out. Actually, each team has a second chance. On each time someone loses, there will be a second chance. Of course, there will have to be people to drop out, but like this, someone can have a rough start and still get into the grand finals and win the whole tournament in the end, which is quite a nice thing. I'm looking for that.
Winter Mayanovka. Final fixture. We have Vineyard, Yukon, and Middleburg. So Yukon will be played twice in this group stage if you go to the tiebreaker of fixture 2. So here are the maps. For the group stage, I think we only have one duplicated map here, which is good. Hopefully you're still with me.
Nope.
You're not with me.
I was not writing every map down. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. It's on my stream. Don't worry. It's on my stream. So,
And everything will be posted on a Discord server as well, so don't worry.
yes. Okay. Right. Following on, we have four maps to draw. I think upper bracket first round, upper bracket final, lower bracket first round, and lower bracket final in this order for stage 3. And it's still going to be best of 5. So once again, I will cover all the maps. Okay, and I'll show them one by one. Okay, so we will do the stage 3 map draw after the second fixture because we don't have time, I think. So let's do it. Right. Hopefully, we don't have lots of repeater maps. So the upper bracket first round, it will be Port Bay, Alpenstadt, and Rockfield. Upper bracket final, we have Winter Mayanovka, Descent, and Middleburg. Lower bracket first round, we have Castilla again, Juve, and Oasis Palms. And finally, lower bracket final, Canal, Rockfield, and Normandy. So no side of Yukon here this time. Yeah, so I'm not going to hold for too long because I think we have. Do we still have time?
Yeah, we still have like 4 minutes.
Okay, then let's do the map draw for the next one as well. um. Okay, so we have a lot to do here. So we have the upper bracket first, second, and the final here. Lower bracket first and second. First, second, and final. And finally, the grand final will be a best of 9. So this time, there will be 6 fixtures to go for, I think. So we will draw them. I have to create another pack. So bear with me quickly. Right. Okay. So now I'm going to blank all of them again, and we will do the draw very quickly. Yeah, it seems my laptop time is running more quickly than the iPad time I'm having. So good that it kind of pushes me to do it more quickly. Now we have the maps drawn. Okay, so upper bracket first round: Vineyards, Dynasty's Power, Rockfield, and Middleburg. Upper bracket second round, we have Faust, Middleburg, Fort Despair, and Yukon. And upper bracket final, we have Bollendyke, Hellas, Normandy, and Oasis Palms. Right. Lower bracket first round, Alpenstadt, Descent, New Bay, and Mine Ruins. Lower bracket second round, Blackville, Canal, Oasis Palms, and Normandy. And finally, lower bracket final, Yukon, Port Bay, Winter Minorca, and Naval Frontier. Hopefully someone can capture that. Okay, so with that gone, just going to do the final map draw, best of 9, 5 maps. I think will be done very quickly. Ta-da! We have the grand final maps. There we go. It's going to be Blackgoville, Winter Minorca, Vineyards, Faust, and Alpenstadt. Woohoo! Map draw is done. Thanks for tuning in. So I think we can go back into the rooms. Hopefully you can get all of the maps so you know what's going on. I think I'm going through the maps really quickly. Hopefully that won't be a bad thing for you. Right. So any last words, N9, Navita? Huh. Kind of lost him. Right. Just going back. And I have to find the room.
Yeah, room is already open.
Yeah, no, we lost you for a minute. Yeah, so any last words before we go back to our rooms?
I was having to get my tea or my throat to survive the next games. I wish you a lot of fun with the next ones.
Yep, we'll be back and we'll do the group draw. Thanks for joining in. I hope you have nice games to commentate on.
Yeah, thanks, you too. See ya.
Bye for now.
All right. Here we are back. I got myself some tea. And I'm ready for the next games. And we are already just starting. Do we have sound now? For you guys, that would be nice. And now we have sound. And it is Ghost Factory, the new map. Not the most loved ones in tournaments, I've got to say. LNC versus Jokes. LNC has just won 3-0 versus Cash on their first game. Meanwhile, Jokes won 3-1 against Zenit. So all 4 teams have shown first results already. Quickie here, getting into a sneaky position. This map will make us struggle with a free camp, as I can't really get down there. Jokes being aggressive here and taking very advanced positions. Also having the cap point advantage. The LG here in the corner, having taken base D. Oh, am I seeing a Jack E100 there? That's surprising. A very uncommon tank. Especially on this map, I would have never expected a Jack there. But okay. The 140 in the back, getting aggressive, trying to flank around and getting punished for that, as we are seeing here. But both of the 140s are running safely, maybe taking another last hit. There it goes. 7 minutes. Still lost a few more hit points to the FV215B. Well, that's potentially it. Meanwhile, LNC is going for a counter push here in the city area. And it will be the question whether they do have enough tanks, because they do have a Jag E100 in the back that can hardly get into the fight. It is really not the most versatile tank. But they managed to kill 2 guns already. 2 tanks are down. And Mazikota is getting focused here. VK putting in not the last shot, or maybe it is, if he's not getting shielded. The TP actually going for the type, as someone else just took out the VK. And 3 caps on the side of Jokes right now. Looking good for them. Where's the fight going on? There's still... Where's the 140? There it is. 140 circling around the house still. He just has to buy some time for his teammates. He cannot win this. But if he keeps a full life FV215B busy, then his teammates will have a good time just trying to take out the remaining tanks over here. And the Jag seems to have been effective. We tried to push in, we tried to get unspotted by reversing and wanted to surprise the 140 with a quick push them. It did not quite work out. There's not too much you can do still, as the points are also ticking over. That was a strong first win here to LNC. They seriously won with the Jag on their team, right? Let me just check the team result again. In case anyone wanted to see those. I often just click away quickly to ready up for the next one. Sorry. Jag even dealing top damage with 3.5k. Alright. Alright. One second. Okay. Okay. Guys, ready up. Next game is about to start. It will be LNC versus Jokes on the same map again. Let's see what LNC is going to do about this one. No Jag E100 this time. So much we know already. Interestingly, we are not seeing like 2 new setups. Meta has not changed at all since the last big tournament. We're still having all these types, 60 TPs, a few of them. some VK72s mixed up with some Yos. Just the mediums are now just Russian mats. Either LT 140 or some T62 here. But yeah, there is no KPZ 50T. Not much else here. So let's move up. 140 about to head into base A, just the way that LNC did on the last game. Looking very similar here. But it looks like LNC will quickly take the cap lead. Because they are in base D now. Reaction was very careful about getting into base A. And also LNC might already be in position to push forwards here and stop base B, recap base B. I'm not too sure. Ouch! That was definitely a bit too much. I'm not too sure if Jokes would be prepared to counter the B cap consistently. But I think, yeah, there comes the push. I was about to say that LNC might have been a bit too early to push into base B, as they still had to wait for the guys from the side. But there they come, and Jokes is pincered, getting shots from, oh come on, getting shot from many different angles, and has to push forwards here into the middle of the map. But also they took back base C, they still have base B. And I wouldn't say that Jokes is in a bad position here. They have successfully counterpushed. They have gained a hit point advantage. They have the clear cap advantage. Whoa! The LD gets smacked to death here by the 140. Ram kill. Kakadu is still down to a few hit points, about a 2-shot still, but that is a good win here to Jokes. Very strong counter push into the factory hall here. And there's still one tank remaining. Where is it? It's so confusing. On the minimap you see like only my starting position, that's not my actual position. Ah, he's giving up. Nothing that he could do still. But that was a good game by Jokes. Really good reaction, they did not panic. I think it was partially also to blame LNC for losing this here by just pushing too early into the B cap with a 1 type and losing like half of the tank for basically nothing. The others followed up then, but they just had to wait a little bit longer until they had their teammates flanking around, shooting the sides of the others so they could just pincer them and just hold them up quite nicely. It would have worked much better for LNC. Like this, the Jokes team managed to successfully counter push the factory quite easily. I've never heard of that lunatic team. I don't know if they are Russian. Could well be that they are a new Russian team. I don't know what to be. Phoenix. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Elum was also a Russian team, I guess. It's already up. Don't want to forget that. Who else do we have here? Oh, no tournaments. Maybe Russian then. I mean, could well be that the Russian tournament games are just not tracked on the EU server. Because those guys don't play like if they had no tournament experience. Yeah. So I guess new Russian players who just transferred their accounts to EU server, as many people did. Since the Wargaming Leicester split. Oh, Martinek spawned up here on the hill in the Kranwagen. Oh, good for him, as he's rather slow. Oh, VK72 also spawned on the hill. Ay. Let's see what Cricky is going to do. Because he might struggle when running away. Might have been a better call for him to just stay on top of the hill. Is he going to be able to run? I think he is. He is able to run away. No one attempting to spot. Meanwhile, Reaction just got way too aggressive here on the B cap. He was trying to go for a quick cap, but that just backfired quite a lot. Not the cap itself, but the LNC team did. Yeah, this leaves Jokes in a position of having the positional advantage technically by having the hill, yet they do have to push in, they have to leave their good positions and get into the city. Question is whether LNC is going to allow for that to happen. LNC does not have any mentionable map control right now. They have to split up a little bit to protect their caps. But this might be the biggest issue here for them. The VK rather alone on B, still spotted. He's proxy spotted by Reaction constantly. And El Polaco might have good shots here. There might be a push to the back of the VK. There it comes already. The Kranwagen will have the full clip. Venue will have the HEs to shoot the rear of the VK. I'm pretty sure he can penetrate them. And these types are not going to help too much, I believe. It will be a matter of execution here. Jokes pressuring from all sides. But LNC is not waiting. Not waiting for the VK to get focused. They are counter pushing immediately onto Reaction and taking home the first kill. Mazikota right in front of the LNC guys here, also low on hit points. But Vertovic is also going down. That's already the win here in terms of points to the LNC team. I totally missed that. That's the big advantage of having double caps. Just a few kills. And it is a win. LNC really performing. I think LNC, the way that they play, they do have top 8 potential. If not higher. Always depends a lot on the competition, of course. And the top 8 competition on the EU server is going to be tough from now on. So far, only 6 teams really had to play well. And 7th and 8th were pretty much the same as 10th and 12th. Up to 12th. And yeah, there was just some solid gameplay involved, but still a lot of mistakes, not a lot of pushes. But when I see LNC play, they are going for pushes when it's needed. And that's like the main thing that makes a good team. I really like to see that. Although I know a lot of people are not happy about Russian teams joining the EU server. But that's how it is now. It's like, I would have actually loved to have a global server, but as American server is super small and Asian server as well, Russian server is dead now. So basically EU is the global server now. That means a lot more competition over here. And some teams that did not have the best chance of getting into the top 8, they will struggle a lot more and they will not be happy about it if there are now some more top 8 teams joining in from the Russian server. It will be an interesting development. As a streamer, I'm just happy about better teams in the top 8. Not that the top 8 has been bad. I just love the competition and I want to see great games. I want to see the best of the best. And if you're having more people in the fight, then the top of the top is going to be better, as they are competing with each other and trying to take each other's places. So actually, I know many people won't like it, but I'm happy about it. As a player, it would maybe be disappointing if the top 8 gets to be harder. But yep, that's how it is now. That's a new standard. EU server, the main World of Tanks Blitz server, most competitive server out there. But things are still under development. I mean, there have only been like 4 top 4 teams. Of course, there are only 4 top 4 teams, but you know, like the main teams, the most popular teams on the EU server. Those guys that have always been on the top. The names changed of those clans, but it's always been the same people. And that's only been like 4 teams, 4 top teams. So actually, the competition was just among like 2 or 3 teams for the top places there. Apart from Serenity, they mixed things up a little bit. They were the most recent newcomers. Actually got into top places. But that does not happen often here. And now the meta might also change a little bit. But for that we need other tanks, and LNC is going for a push here already. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. A good team is not waiting for pushes when they have opportunities and they are moving together. Everyone's moving here. And they're only moving in when everyone's there. There comes the big beating here on Mazikota. All the tanks are smacking him from all possible angles. But also, the type here got deleted, yet LNC will have the cap advantage now. LNC will... Oh! They certainly did not expect to lose that many tanks. But they're now having double caps and they continue their push. Will be able to focus out a venue here. Reaction also getting focused after. Or maybe it is a 113 because of its DPM. It would make sense to take that 113 out first. But it is looking like this situation is not the greatest here for LNC. Is it over yet? I cannot say so. It is. There's no chance anymore. This is over for LNC on this game. The attempt was really nice. But the way that these types got smacked there in the middle, I'm not entirely sure how that could happen. What exactly was causing this? This seemed to be a good push, but then their tanks just got obliterated. 7 minutes still trying to run away. Maybe he can still take out... Oh. Can he still kill some tanks to win this, maybe? Just by caps. Tic-Tac-Coup is giving up the A cap. They do have the cap advantage, but the Sheridan... Oh, no, okay, he messed up. He messed up. I was still thinking he could have maybe killed the 113. And maybe one on points, but nope. Nope. Not happening here. Okay, exciting games. We are on a tiebreaker now. 2-2. By the way, if any of these teams wins this one, they will be in the main tournament safely. But if they are losing, they will still have to fight the losing team of the first fixture. Both of these teams have clearly dominated the first fixture, I would say. And therefore, these two teams are top contenders for the main tournament. Just so recall here, we're having qualification wildcard tournament, 4 teams fighting for 2 places in the main tournament, which is starting on Monday then. So yeah, that's what I would expect, that both of these teams are winning then the next game. Still, I've not seen Cash yet. I've seen Zenit already, but it would surprise me if these teams were not able to beat the other one. I think Zenit is probably stronger even than Cash, even without having seen Cash. But Zenit seem to be solid still. They won the game after all. Jokes seem to have the upper hand. So yeah, I would assume that LNC, Jokes, like they will win the next one as well. Both teams. About this one, I don't know. Cannot say. LNC does, in my opinion, have better chances. The pushes and movement I've seen from LNC seem to be just snatch better than Jokes did here. Jokes has also had some misplays, but they were also, like, I don't know exactly if they are the team that managed to get into top 8 on 8th place under the Phoenix clan tag last season. I'm really not entirely sure there. I think it might be the case. So they are definitely also on a good level. I sadly have no idea about LNC's clan history, as they are from the RU server, CIS server, still rather new. Oh, Sheridan might have a shot into the LT if he's running. Is the LT running? That's the question now. Reaction is set up. Venue will probably try to spot the pressure. Okay. Big shot here. 625 from Sheridan into the Type 71. That's also going to help, definitely. Meanwhile, over here, standoff. But you can, if you are here for the whole stream already, you notice that there's a lot more action right now than on the previous games, on the first fixture. Oh, A getting capped here. C also, but it will be a double cap, so A is going to be first, and that was a decapping shot by the Vickers actually, maybe a blind shot even. Just spamming some HEs here. Nicely done in the very last second. He is able to connect again, yet it's only track shot. What the heck is this? What the hell? Alright, alright. They're still able to decap here. Not on this time, but the Vickers will soon get spotted by LT. He did not get spotted yet. That's interesting. He cannot... Oh, what the hell? I'm just noticing there is something else going on the other side. LNC is counter-pushing base A. They have base C also right now. Jokes had to fall back and are pushing in again. But now LNC does have the A cap, has lost the first tank though. Jokes on a strong counter push, but they put their Type 71 into the middle of everyone. And he is going down already, but that only means one tank down on each side. Great move here by Mazikota to push behind the LNC team. Look at this crossfire here. LNC getting shot from all possible angles into every position, every weak spot imaginable. Sheridan getting bullied here, going down quite soon. I think the LT also getting bullied, but he is having better chances against a type. Yet also the LT, these types are just way too strong against mediums. The LT is going down without any doubt. In just a second, there he goes. And that is a 3 versus 4 right now. Venue still running around here, putting a nice shot into Cricky and actually able to stay alive for a little bit longer. So there are still only 2 tanks left alive here for LNC. Jokes performing well here. They have counter pushed in an awesome way, although it absolutely did not look like it. It looked like LNC was having A and C. No, not L and C. A and C. Great game by Jokes. Did they actually both have a Badger? Did I see that right? I think they did it. They both had a Badger. I did not notice that at the start. I mean, it's a rather uncommon tank and both teams decided for it. Alright. Yeah, the Badger got buffed. Alright, that's Jokes already in the top 12, meaning they are in the final or in the main tournament, no matter how they are going to perform on the next game. LNC will still have to give their best. That's going to be interesting. I would root for LNC, of course, as you know already. Just judging on their battles so far. But we might of course be surprised. While I'm still here, the webcam was turned off for a while, but I'm just coughing so often and sneezing and stuff, so you better don't watch that. Yeah, alright. We have a few minutes, I believe. Let's put on the music. No, we don't have... What? Ah, yeah, okay. Have to remember to turn off the music then when switching the scenes. No, we don't hear any music. What a crap. Well, the issue is that the... does that have to be so far on the left? Come on. The issue is... that the audio recording of different applications doesn't work yet. It's in a beta stage. And it's failing. Soon, hopefully. Maybe I can find some way to refine that still. Audio. Yeah. Now you do have the music.
Right, hello, Lubita.
Hello.
Welcome back. I saw your games went to tiebreaker. Must have been really close indeed.
Yeah. That was unexpected. That was really, really close. And I would not have bet my money on Jokes winning this, if I'm honest with you. LNC did make the impression of having very strong moves, very early rotations, and that kind of movement you expect from top teams. But Jokes, they held up and they eventually turned things around, and they managed to win this still by some great counter push on the last game. Great positional play here. But for all the games, it was really hard to say which team was going to end up winning. They have really been close games. Could have gone anywhere. But I guess both of these teams, I mean, that really means that Jokes does have their safe place in the main tournament, right?
Likely. Unless they lost to Cash, then that would be a bit weird. And provided that Zenith also wins, then we will have a three-way tie of Jokes, Zenith, and also.
Well, okay, it gets a bit more complicated than that. Okay, so I was early with my assumptions.
Oh no. Actually, no. Actually, I don't think we will see a three-way. No, I don't think we will see a three-way tie at the top. So yeah, I think Jokes is pretty much safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jokes is pretty much safe.
LNC then they might just win the next game. I would guess so. They will win the next one. Although I've not seen Cash yet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the main problem tonight with Cash. I mean, I don't think them losing both 0-3 is telling the full story here. I do think they have some good teamwork, some good focus fire, but the main problem for me is that they bounce.
Nah. How did your last games end up? You've seen Zenit versus Cash, and I see Zenit won 3-0. Oh. Well, would be nice for them if they still had like at least a few wins on the last game. Although I guess like LNC is a tough opponent to beat. Didn't get it. Ah, okay, now I got it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm just also seeing, like, yeah, LNC versus Zenit will be a bit more tough for LNC than Cash, I guess. As Zenit has played quite well from what I've seen. I don't know which team are you following? I don't know yet which is my team. Okay, I like to see that. Yeah, could definitely be. Problem is for Zenith on what they've shown so far, they were just splitting up quite a lot, going for lots of map control, and really showing that patient kind of play style that you see from a lot of the top 16 teams, which are also in the top 8 still, but it gets rarer and rarer the further you move up the chart. For the top teams, they are just constantly moving, and I see LNC more in that position. And it's not really a position, but the position of movement, they are moving around the map in a confident way and just going for chances to push onto. Even if it doesn't work out, they are trying to do something. And that's what I kind of missed on the games at the start when I've seen Zenith versus Jokes, as they were just both just playing for the cap and just waiting it out. Like it was Black Goldville the first game, both just played for the B cap and waited until the very last seconds before going for a push. The pushes were nice, nicely executed, but just so late that it was a bit of a gamble, because if anything goes wrong on such a push in the last second, then there is no time to adjust to it anymore. I hope you will just post that right after the tournament on Discord. Second group is not going to be easier than the first one, I would say. Yeah. Well, 2 minutes until the games are starting. You too, thanks. All right. All right. The second games are, or the last games of today are about to start. And we are going to see LNC versus Zenit. And it's going to be tricky for LNC. They lost the last one. They will have to win the next one. But I'm confident that they will win, actually. And there's always a little bit of luck involved in Blitz. So LNC might have a bad time and might be losing this still. Although Zenit, they have shown solid games. They have really shown solid games, and they are definitely having a good chance of making LNC suffer here. And yeah, I'm actually seeing like mostly you can't hear wild ones anymore. What? Ah, okay. Seems like I have messed up. Well, this is also somewhat of a test stream here with the new setup. I have not really set up everything yet, I've got to say. So I wanted to prepare a lot more. But unfortunately, I got sick and was not really doing much for the past week. But here we go. Next game is starting. Both teams are rather playing for the upper side here. Tony, a little bit of a weak spot here, potentially for LNC to push onto. But they so far don't have much information yet. 4 tanks on Zenit's side spotted, only the RP215Bs here unspotted so far. And if LNC is counting tanks, once they are seeing those FVs, they could be pushing onto the type down there. But it is Zenit going for the first push here. Antiquity in the focus fire. Suffering here, but LNC is quick to react to it. Antiquity doing a great job of just pulling back here. Look at how he played this out, just got back there behind the house. He's now perfectly safe, not entirely, still getting chased down while Cricky is in focus. The FVs here delivering their superb DPM into the fight. And I think that is looking quite good for Zenit. Although they have also lost the first tank and are about to lose a second one in the middle of the map here. But this fight is not all that important right now. The hit points are rather close. Guns equal on either side. And there are more about to die very soon. It is impossible to really say which team does have the advantage right now. Maybe it is maybe Zenit, but LNC does have to be does seem to have the better focus fire, the better options here of shooting tanks down, as they are close together, and Zenit rather split up. It is now a gun advantage to LNC. But that quickly changed again. Hit points are still in favor of Zenit. But Tony is about to get killed as well. Failed HE here, that was crucial. There goes Tony. Oh! Well, that was a nice shot. I think that sealed the deal. If not, the game was won before that already. Well, the push of Zenit came early, came aggressively, and that was just what was needed here to fight a team like the Zenit, like the LNC team here. Antiquity dying with only one shot eventually. Was not really working out for him, although he pulled back quite far. It was not enough in the end. He just needed to penetrate a few more shots maybe. I mean, he did have some options. Maybe it was just due to bounces that this was a defeat here. The reactions were on time, but the type only doing 300 damage. He had like a minute or so, more than, I don't know. Let's say like 30 seconds to shoot, so 3 shots or so. If he hits those, that would have already made up for the hit point disadvantage that LNC had in the end. Sometimes it's about very small things, but great push from Zenit. They did not make the mistake that they were doing at the start on the earlier games of playing too passively. I think against a team like LNC you cannot camp. While you were talking with Wild One, he just cut out mid-scene. Oh. Mid-sentence. Oh. Sorry, the streaming software got an update and since then it's bugged. Especially with the sound, and there's often like delays on my microphone or something, and that's just awful. Especially when you're live streaming, you don't want technical difficulties. But yeah, I hope it will get fixed soon on another update. Because right now there's still way too many issues with that. Otherwise I will have to downgrade maybe. Maybe I should do that. But okay, let's not bother about that. Get into the next game. 1-1B. Okay. Okay, why would you take that one? Ah? Seriously going for the beach push? I'm not too sure if this is going to work out. Sometimes it does, but usually it doesn't. Ah, he's not pushing forwards. I think the beach push would not work out in this scenario. Both teams are mostly down here. Yep, he decides to run with the speed boost. But the speed boost doesn't even make him faster than other mediums. It's so useless. Aha, LV with the speed boost on the TD position. But okay. LNC will take an advantage over here, I believe. LNC can out-trade TK Marira 2-1 if they are doing it well. Meanwhile, Zenit is going in on the hill here. As the type tried to push forward. That may have been a great move to just push away from the push to get to the VKs. Type, though, still getting focused. That's a second gun down for LNC. But look at the hit points of the Zenit team. They have like 2 guns out and another one as a one-shot. But he is still running away. Maybe a ram kill here by the VK. Nope, not a single bit of ram damage. HE kill then. Easy kill. But the LNC does only have 3 tanks remaining, while Zenit does still have 4 on the field. It was pretty close for a second. VK set on fire. Awesome camo, by the way, I love it. And Zenit has clearly turned this one around. Although having this tank on the beach, that was not really... I don't know how helpful the 1-1 B could be. It was mostly about the B push here from Zenit. That pushed into 2 tanks and was super successful. Great game. Good game by Zenit here. Well, as I said, I really love the Types move to just push over the ridgeline in order to somehow be safe and to have the VKs as backup. Yet he was so much in the focus fire that he just died quite quickly. VK had to chase a one-shot then with his speed and DPM. It was just a big tank out of the fight. Maybe he should have just ignored the one-shot for a bit. I don't know. Hard to say there. But that's a 2-0 for Zenit. Yeah, I did not expect this. Zenit just getting their peep together and really performing right now. No passive camping anymore. Aggressive gameplay, good pushes, good focus fire. That's what we want to see. Zenit is good at it right now. All out of a sudden, they have given up the campy playstyle. And LNC? What about LNC here? They have done so well on the first games. And now it just doesn't seem to be enough. It doesn't look like they were doing huge mistakes, but it seems to just not be enough to win these games here with their playstyle. Zenit seems to be just a touch earlier on every game that they are playing here. Just pushing in first, gaining that early advantage and leaving LNC in a position to fight off from without having any hit points or guns available anymore. Also high ground here. I want to mention that Zenit pushed for the high ground. Although they had this tank on at the beach there, it's so important to keep the high ground in Normandy. If you win the upper ground, then you can fight down and you will just farm down the remaining tanks. It's 99% won. But the next one is really going to be a brawl map, namely Dynasty's Pearl. And let's get real here on this one and see what's going to happen. LNC now has to win 3 games in a row. I doubt that they can do it. I really doubt that they will win this. But maybe they will win a few. Zenit super passive here on the seaside. IS Force camping. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I didn't see with a cap disadvantage. I think the IS Force might not provide enough cover for the 60 TPs as they don't have a high damage output. Yet this is not going to work out. Oh my goodness me, 1.4k lost here on Kakadu. The bait, oh, look at this, The bait absolutely working out here for Zenit. The types just falling for it. and pushing around the corner with only 2 tanks. What were they expecting? Even with only 2 types against 2 60 TPs, it was almost impossible to out-trade them there. Especially with the Ice Force behind. What a great bait here by Zenit. Did not push out too early and just waited, penetrated their shots. Ow. And LNC absolutely fell for it. Let's see what's happening still. It's basically won already for Zenit. Although Tony is surely going to go down still soon. Oh, what a low roll. VK about to put a big shot in still into the 60 TP. TP going down, but it is 2 versus 3 right now. And Antiquity getting focused by 3 tanks, while the VK with its super low DPM is still quite far away. Nothing that they can do here. Bounce, crucial. Maybe Antiquity can still get the 60 TP. Oh, not quite. Not quite. LNC absolutely fell for the bait. I was worried if LNC really pushed in with everyone, that the IS Force would just be too slow, not have the DPM. Same thing if LNC did not go for the bait and rather pushed in on the A side, the IS Force would be rather slow to rotate over there and get into the fight. But it was just 2 tanks pushing in on the side of LNC. These types here, look at this, man. They just got smacked, deleted. Oh my. They were not surviving for long. I would not have ever expected this outcome here. Okay. Well played, Zenit. Really well played. Good that my first impression of the Zenit team seems to have been wrong. The first games were so campy, I did not think they were capable of too much. When it comes to the more aggressive playstyle, LNC seemed to be a lot stronger there. But on the last games here, Zenit has absolutely dominated against LNC. Awesome. Alright, that's it about live games today. We will still have a few more. Do we still have anything? No, I don't know. Let me just get the cam on back. And yeah, nice to see so many people here on the stream. I have actually no idea how many people watched, but nice to see everyone here live on air. Mostly seeing Twitch messages. I don't even know if the YouTube link is still working. Or a YouTube stream, probably it is. But I guess as I'm not that active on YouTube lately, there won't be DPM. Oh, won't be too many. Oh, still 20 people. It's the wrong game also. Wrong game tagged on YouTube. Nice. Nicely done. Nah, that was a bit of an issue here. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Despite the technical difficulties and my poor health and lack of energy today, still gave my best. and also wanted to save some energy still because I want to recover still before the main tournament starting Monday, and before that I will still set up the last things needed for proper tournament streams on here. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to see some more information about the tournament and all the stuff that's coming up, please make sure to check out the Discord server. I have put that onto the chat on not onto the chat, onto the description, but maybe I should put it on the chat. That's what I'm thinking right now. It is this one. Discord server for all the information and stream links. Yeah, capital letters. Everyone coin a BPC Discord server. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I'm screaming it at you because you should be joining the Discord server so that you will really notice or be notified about all the upcoming streams. And yeah, what else? Maybe you will also consider to support the prize pool a little bit, because this is really just funded by the community. I think we have like 200 plus euros in the pot right now. I think 225 was the last number I've heard, but there might already be an old one. Last time we eventually managed to get to 1k euros on the prize pool. That's what we're aiming for again. And that would make up for some decent prize pool for the winning teams then, or for the 3 winning teams. So all the support, even small donations, are very welcome there. I myself will also put in some money into the pot so that it stays attractive for the playing teams, yeah. And yeah, I think Wild One still wanted some kind of fixture draw, although I don't see much of that here anyways. People can as well just see that on Discord then. If you are joined, if you have joined already. So guys, join the Discord server there, and there you will also find the donation links. Otherwise, they are in the YouTube description, not on Twitch. If you want to support the prize pool, you can join the Discord server and find everything on there. Makes things easier. What else? What else? Let me check. Like, the other games are probably still running. Do we have the 12 teams already? I mean, LNC has just lost to Zenit, so I guess it will be Zenit and Jokes in the main tournament then. Yeah. Jokes and Zenit, Jokes, Zenit should be. You don't even see it display. That's where I am. When the game, the chart is not updated yet, but Jokes is still playing versus Cash, and they will be in the top here anyways. Cash has no option of getting into the top 2. And LNC is dropping out as they just lost to Zenit. I mean, they will be even on the points, but Zenit having won against LNC, they will be on the 2nd rank here. Meaning that our that our let me just read out the teams that will be participating then. I can just put that over here. It's super small, of course. Can I increase the size, maybe? Hello. Can I? Oh, I can't. Oh, man. I'm still used to the Mac commands. So I just switched over to Windows. Well, we do have Vale, Raid, APA, Outsiders, a Russian team. Immor, Win, Serenity, Quick, Sparta, and EG, plus LNC and Zenit on the perfect moment to need to cough. On the main tournament, on the BPC Blitz Premier Cup Season 4. Teams are fixed for that. Yep. Let's not show you all the chats. And yep, that's it. That's it. Anything else? Did I just close Discord? Let's put it onto the other screen again. Yep. I hope you will be joining back down for the next streams on Monday to Sunday, each evening except for one. I think only Tuesday is a break. You will know why once we have Tuesday. By that, I will leave you. Have a good night. I know no gameplay. Gameplay was asked for. I'm losing my voice already. After 2 hours already, I'm a weakling now. Like 2 days ago, I was streaming already, and that was not a good idea, I think. Also, like, I was having the cold. I was getting the cold and was just first sneezing and having the nose full of snot, and now it's not that anymore, but just a throat and coughing. That's just the last part of it. That's already like that for 2 or 3 days now. The worst. Why is it the worst? At least I can breathe again and do stuff. That's something, at least. Okay, you know what you should do now, Storm. You should still watch the trailer for PPC. Can I just put that on screen? I guess I can. I will still show you the trailer and call it a night then. If it wasn't that confusing, yeah. With everything, I can just add a media source. PPC trailer. Search for it. And there we go. Oh, wait.
Takes a low roll, takes a high roll, takes another high roll. Oh my goodness me! Well, and he's just going to end it.
Okay, you had the sound, I guess. I didn't have sound. I was confused about that for a second. My masterpiece. My first proper trailer that I edited. Thanks for watching. Have a good night then. Well, we can still... let me just check for YouTube. Let me for YouTube, I will say good night. And on Twitch, we can maybe still rate people. Just gotta open the page again. Rate? Nope. Good night.